savings to cover your rent for 6 months. He didn't respond. Or when Kara was on bed rest during her second pregnancy and I moved in with you for 6 weeks to take care of the kids. Do you remember how I slept on a couch with a broken spring because all the bedrooms were taken? Still nothing. You never said thank you, I added. Not once. I didn't realize I had to, he muttered. No, I said. You didn't. That's the problem. He fell quiet again. Kara said she'd be willing to make space for you, he offered after a long pause. If things get harder as you age, if you ever need to move in, we'd find a way. I closed my eyes. Kara also said, she's your mother, not mine. Let her figure it out when you were deciding whether to come get me the day of the accident. There was a sharp intake of breath. You heard that? Yes. I didn't mean to, I know. The silence returned. Heavy. Tense. Then I said what I'd been waiting to say. I won't be a weight in anyone's life. Not anymore. His voice was quieter now. Smaller. So what now? Now I live my life. I bake bread. I water my plants. I send letters. I volunteer if I want. And when I pass, what I built will go to people who saw me when I was invisible to my own blood. I didn't mean to make you feel invisible. But you did. He didn't argue. Maybe he finally knew there was nothing left to say. I should go, I told him. The kettle's on. Mom, yes. Is this goodbye? I paused, then answered honestly. No, but it's the end of pretending. I hung up. The kettle did whistle right on time. I made my tea and stepped outside for a walk. The air was crisp. The snow on the ground had started to sparkle in the golden light of the late afternoon. I passed 2 kids building a snow fort and a man walking his dog. A sparrow landed on a mailbox, its tiny claws gripping the cold metal. No one looked at me twice, but I felt seen. I walked to Grace Hill Outreach, just to look at the building. Simple. Brick. A wooden ramp led to the door. A small bench outside was dusted with snow. Inside, I could see a volunteer packing paper bags with canned goods and fresh bread. I placed the thank you card in my coat pocket and smiled to myself. I may have been invisible to my own son, but I was not invisible here. I turned to walk home. As I reached my front steps, I realized I hadn't thought about what I'd lost in hours. Only what I had reclaimed. My time, my worth, my peace. And in that moment, I knew something with quiet certainty. I won't be afraid to tell the truth anymore, even if it hurts. If you've ever felt like you don't belong, you're not alone. And age isn't weakness. It's dignity. And I finally claimed mine.